Good Wednesday morning. I'm Ron Moore, and this is your morning cup of motivation. Hey, I hope your week's going great here at the halfway point. Have you ever noticed that a lot of people seem to think those of us who are rejoicing and praising God, 98% of the time anyway, now I can be a whiny butt, I admit, and it's usually over the little things, you know. But have you ever noticed those who observe us doing that? I think, oh yeah, he's praising God because everything's going good. Because he's making money. He's just got it all together. I tell you, he's living the life of a rock star, that Ron Moore. Well, that's kind of like, that's just reminds me of what Satan himself came before God and said, look, you serve a Job. Yeah, well, he's walking right just because you're blessing his socks off. Well, and we all know how Job got put through the ringer. But, one thing that I have found when I'm going through the ringer is what Psalm 56:9 says, this one thing I know, that God is for me. And truth is, he's for you too. Excuse me. And, that psalm was not written when everything was going great in the life of King David. In fact, if you'll read the other verses, it says, man, I am surrounded. Lord, where are you? Lord, I need you. I need to see you come through. Well, I tell you what, it's that knowledge that in the midst of those times, and this is what you've got to get in your gut of guts, is that God is for you. He's not one to make you miserable. Oh, he'll allow you to go through times because, so you can learn. Just like any child, sometimes you just got to let them scrape that knee so they'll learn. But see, God is for you. Now, here again, I'm not saying he's for your sin, he's for some perverted lifestyle, but he's for you. In fact, this is a season we celebrate because, in all actuality, I heard an old Baptist preacher said this one time in Apache, Oklahoma. He said, you're the reason for the season. Well, I got a little indignant about that. But then he explained that, see, what did Christ himself say? I came to save sinners. I didn't come for the folks that got it all together. I came for the sickos, And so I fit in that category, I tell you. So, see, when you realize that Christ came, he loves you. He wants what's best for your life. He's got a plan for your life where you successfully make it from point A in this life to point B in the life to come. It just takes that saying, Lord, I just want to know you. I want you to be the boss of my life. Come into my life. I receive what you did on the cross. If you've never done that, well, what a great time to do that. But whatever, you just got to know God's for you. So if you're going through a tough time right now, I just want you to know God's for you. He's got a plan for you. He really does. Sometimes it takes some, gathering a few close friends who love you, want what's best for you, pray for you to help discern, what's going on in your life. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. But see, when you have the very foundation that God's for you, then man, I'm telling you, you can go out and just kind of let him do his thing through you. Do your thing, when you know that God's for you. It's kind of like growing up, and I'm telling you, I know some, and a lot of you have not come from this kind of home, but I'm telling you, I came from a Beaver Cleaver type upbringing. And I just knew that my mom and daddy were for me. Were they perfect? No. Do I have any daddy issues? No, I really don't. Do I have any mommy issues? No, I really don't. But I knew they were for me. I knew that when I came along late in their lives, there was never a moment in which I wondered if I was loved or wanted. That's the same thing with you and the Lord. Hey, the Lord loves you. He wants you. And he is for you. Hey, you have a great Wednesday. Go with that knowledge of God's for you. Go tell somebody today, hey, Emmanuel, God's with you. All right, you have a great Wednesday. I'll talk to you again on Friday. Bye-bye now.